Good morning and welcome to Hashtag Rise and Grind. I am your host, Glenn Lundy. I am a husband to one, a father to six, and the general manager of Dan Cummins Chevrolet Buick in Paris, Kentucky, the second largest used car franchise dealer in the United States of America. It is 5:30 a.m. and I hope that you are ready to rise and grind.
Hey, good morning, Vicki Everett. What's up? How are you right off the top? I want to say good morning to Miss Vicki. How's everybody doing this morning? It is Monday, and I don't know what it is. For some reason on Monday, it's almost like the Rise and Grind show on Facebook has to start to warm up. Everybody comes in slow, a little bit slower on Monday, but it's okay because we're here, and I'm excited. We had a powerful weekend that I got to share with you guys. Got a powerful week ahead that I got to share with you guys. It is incredible. God is good, folks. God is good. I just need you to know that first thing this morning. If that's the only thing you get out of today's episode, I need you to know that, hey, check it out. We have some stuff with the feeds and Facebook, and I've contacted them, and they're doing some troubleshooting and so on and so forth. But right over here on the right where you see all of the comments, if you scroll all the way to the top, everybody's already saying good morning, but if you scroll all the way to the top, you'll see a spot where you can click to get notified when Glenn goes live. That will help your feed be able to see the feed. Also, we upload these shows onto YouTube every single morning. It gets uploaded over onto YouTube. Now, over on YouTube, you can get there from GlennLundy.com, or there's lots of ways that you can get there. You can go to YouTube.com/GlennLundy, whatever. All the episodes are up there, so you can check them out. So, we're going to have a powerful show today. I got some crazy stuff to share with you. But before we get all up in there, you know what we got to do? We got to get the music going. We got to get the juices flowing. We gotta get everybody rocking and rolling. What's up, folks? Good morning, Jeffrey Lee Parton. Welcome to Hashtag Rise and Grind. My man Archie, how are you this morning? Carrie Osborne, what's up? Eddie Gilbert, Charlie McHale, everybody say good morning. This is the time in the show, the best time to hit that share button, get everybody up in here so they can start off their day in the proper way. What's up, Dave Clayton? Good morning. Good morning, Scott Simons and A.J. Anderson. Good morning, Ray Hatcher. Joey Bambell, what's up? Good morning, Tom Russell. I already said Eddie, how are you again? Ray Hatcher, David Richardson, Tim Duff, Sean Jones, Kagan Sharp, Jennifer Blankenship. Oh my, what's up, Scott Marziani? Beth Workman is killing it. Selling furniture. Beth Workman is killing it. Darian Sanders, been up since 4, rising and grinding. Dude, you guys are massive. Hit that share button. I love it. I hope you had an incredible weekend. I hope you had an over-the-top amazing weekend. And I hope that you are ready to start off Monday in a way you've never started it before. One of the greatest things about this show is we're changing the way people start their day. And when you change the way you start your day, it just makes an impact on everything, man. It makes an impact on absolutely everything. If you start your day hitting the snooze button, and you start your day jumping onto your phone and rolling out into negativity land, and you start your day rushing around just trying to get to work, not taking care of your body, if you start your day that way, you're going to make this life tough, man. I'm just telling you, it makes this life tough. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying you can't do it. I'm not saying it won't work out for you. I'm just telling you, it makes it tough. But when you start your day strong, you wake up. Let's go. Tackle the world. Do the things that we don't want to do. We jump out of bed. And by jump, for most people, I mean kind of roll out and fall. But it feels like a jump, right? It's a lot of energy. It's a lot of effort. We jump out of bed as soon as we hear the alarm clock go off. We stay off our phones immediately unless it's nothing but positive. Unless it's nothing but positivity. We fill our heads and our minds with positive things. We get ourselves charged up. We exercise properly. And then here's the most important part, folks. The most important part is once we become this raging ball of fire that's ready to tackle the world, we go out and we share. We spread that flame. That's what makes it amazing. This weekend, I had an incredible weekend. Plain and simple. Last week was an eye-opening week. Plain and simple. But this weekend, I can sum it up. I can sum it up into 5 things that I got help from my guy, Scott, okay? Scott is one of our ministers over at Southland Christian Church. Ministers, preachers, speakers, leaders, whatever word you want to use for him. For me, it doesn't matter. It's all politics anyway. He's the dude that gets up on stage and gets me jacked up on the weekend. That's who he is. And he hopped up there on Sunday, and he gave me 5 things. It was cool, man. He gave me 5 things. I'm like, yeah, bro. That's what I'm talking about. Give me a Sean Hayes list right out the gate. Give me a Sean Hayes list right out the gate. Sean Hayes, dude. That dude's nuts, boy. Sean Hayes, I spent most of the dang weekend with Sean Hayes. Sean Hayes came in. We had dinner Friday night. He came by the dealership on Saturday. He was walking around, selfie sticking everything. That dude's wild, man. Sunday, he got to come to church with me. Sunday, he came to church, and he heard this message right here that Scott delivered, and it was awesome, man. So real quick, I'm going to drop the 5 things in here, and then I'm going to break it down how they applied to me and how they apply to you, okay? So if you're taking notes real quick, here's the thing. Here's the 5 things Scott told me on Sunday, and his delivery was over the top. It was incredibly powerful. It was one of those messages where you're just in tears. You're crying. He's talking directly to you. And I'm going to hope that today God is going to use me to do the same for you. I want to do for you today what Scott did for me yesterday. I'm going to use my experiences from this weekend to hopefully get you to the point where your eyes start to tickle and you start to feel something. You know? Do you want to feel something this morning? You want to feel something? We're going to feel something this morning. I can tell you right now, this is powerful stuff. So here's the 5 things that Scott put out there. I'm just going to throw all 5 and then we'll break them down. Okay, Scott said we need to rely on Jesus and our faith entirely. We need to love our wives faithfully. We need to protect our children ferociously. We need to serve our neighbors humbly. And we need to fight the enemy aggressively. Those are strong, right? There's your 5 right there. You can apply all those things. It's been a great show. You're amazing. I love you. We'll see you later, right? Just kidding. I'm going to break them down a little bit further. He also went on to say, what goes on in your house may not be your fault, but it is your responsibility. Okay? And I want you to stick with me on that one. Okay? What goes on in your house may not be your fault, but it is your responsibility. Okay? So what is Scott saying? What did Scott say to me this weekend that I'm now going to share to you? Basically, Scott said, hey, Glenn, guess what? There are things that are going to happen in your life that are not going to be your fault. But in your house, it is your responsibility. It is your responsibility to take care of your house, your body, your mind, the people around you, your being, your existence. That's your house. You have to take care of it. You are responsible for it. And although things will happen that might not be your fault, they're your responsibility. All right? Right? Then he tied that in and gave me the 5 ways to take care of my house. by relying on my faith completely, by loving my spouse faithfully, by protecting my children ferociously, by serving my neighbor humbly, and by fighting the enemy aggressively. Powerful, right? It's powerful. So I'm gonna break these down on how they apply to me, and I'm positive they apply to you too. Okay, Josh Cummins and Dusty Cummins decided to buy another dealership. We became the second largest dealership in the country, right here in Paris, Kentucky, a town of 9,600 people. We became the second largest dealership in the country, and at that point, it would have been very easy to hit cruise control, go ahead and step off the gas, and let this train keep rolling. Instead, Josh went out on faith. Connecting the dots there. Josh went out on faith, bought another dealership, a dealership that sold 7 cars last month, a dealership that's going to be a challenge, a dealership that's going to take all of our energy and effort and everything that we can possibly put into it to get it going. He went out on faith, and his faith, he just knew that we would be able to lift this place up. He just knew that we'd be able to help more people if he bought this thing. He just knows. And I've witnessed over the last 3 weeks, I've witnessed my guys get in there, get their freaking hands dirty, their blood, sweat, and tears. They don't even know what they're getting paid. Every guy I've brought from the Chevy store to the Chrysler store has not asked me about pay. They don't know how they're getting paid. They don't care about getting paid. They're there on faith. They have faith that we're going to do the right things. They have faith that we're going to take care of them. They have faith. They have faith in their God. They have faith in this life that everything's going to be all right. And when you have faith, you're able to tackle and jump and take action on these fears. How is your faith? Are you still trying to control everything? Are you still living in fear? Are you hiding in the corner, afraid? Because if you are, I'm here to tell you today, you've got to live life to its fullest. You have to take chances. You've got to go out there on faith sometimes. I don't know who I'm talking to, but I know you're listening. I love this show. I love this show. I love how a small car dealership in a tiny little town can teach me a lesson about faith. I love that. The second thing that Scott had said, loving our spouses. Loving our spouses, man, faithfully. Key word there is faithfully, if you're not catching on. The key word there is faithfully. I got to spend a lot of time with my wife this weekend. It was awesome, man. I got to have dinner with her and Sean Hayes, Josh Cummins, Jeremy Linden, Sean's wife, Angela. What an incredible woman Sean's wife is, man. She's amazing. I'm telling you. She's amazing. She is his rock. She is, Sean Hayes is not Sean Hayes without Angela Hayes. I can tell you that right now. And Glenn Lundy is not Glenn Lundy without Leslie Lundy. I can tell you that right now. My love for my spouse goes far beyond anything that you can imagine. It goes far beyond because I watch her make the sacrifices for our family. She sacrifices time with me. She sacrificed her body to have our children. She's made every sacrifice so that I could do this show, so I could do Rise and Grind, so I can reach out, so I can help you guys. She shares me with all of you. Angela shares Sean with all you guys that are in the Sales Hustlers group. And it's powerful when you love someone that way. When you love faithfully, knowing that that person is always going to be there for you, and in reverse, you are always going to be there for them. It's amazing. It's amazing. So please, love your spouses, man. Encourage them. Lift them up. Get them into the group. Grab them into here. And know something. Know something. One of the big things I noticed, my wife doesn't watch Rise and Grind very often. Sean's wife doesn't watch his stuff very often. Darian's wife does not always go watch him sing and perform. So they're not always going to be there for that because our wives are not like us. They're opposite of us. They're different than us. Our spouses have to be good where we are bad. Does that make sense? They have to be strong where we are weak. That's what makes a good pairing. That's what makes it work. Sometimes we look and we say, oh my gosh, my spouse is so opposite of me. I wish they were more like me. No. If everyone was like you could never get any better. You could never get any stronger. Quit surrounding yourself with people who are like you. Start surrounding yourself with people that are different than you. And watch what happens in your life. I love this show. I tell you that. And I love you guys. I love the show and I love you guys. Scott also told me to protect. We have to protect our children ferociously. And I can use the word children. I like to use that word. I like to spread the word children and make it far and wide. I've got children in my dealership. Those are my kids, man. They're my coworkers. They're grown adults. But those are my kids. And then I've got my kids, Joel and Savannah and Willow and Kira and just all of them. And for me, what it means to me to protect those children ferociously, I mean, that's an action word. That to protect them ferociously means I go out seeking anything that can hurt them. I scan the yard, make sure nobody's going to hurt them. I scan the people that they're around, make sure nobody's going to hurt them. It's an action word. I don't sit back and play defense. And you need to not be sitting back and playing defense in your life. You see, with protecting the children, it's not just about protecting the children ferociously. It's about protecting your environment, protecting yourself. Does that make sense? See, we have to scan and make sure we're not letting anything. Because, see, there's a child in here. There's a child in your heart, the one that dreams and has imagination and loves and lives. And you got to protect that, man. You have to protect that. It's your responsibility. There are things that are going to happen that are not your fault, but they're your responsibility. Serving our neighbors humbly. Check this out. This is my dude. This is my dude, Chris McCoy. If you haven't seen the post, I need you to go to my page, and I need you to look at it. Chris McCoy is fighting cancer. This dude right here was the first guy to ever give me an opportunity. He took a chance on me when nobody else would. When I was new to Kentucky and I was just making friends, he was one of those guys. He was one of those guys that became my friend and then also introduced me to his network of friends. And we all became brothers over the years. And now he's fighting cancer. My man right here is fighting cancer. And I'm sitting there talking to him yesterday, and he still has a light in his eye. He has a light in his eye, my man Chris, and he tells me, I tell him about the dealership. I tell him about work. I tell him about the hours, and he's like, Glenn, stop. Don't do it. He's like, don't do it, bro. Don't forget your family. Protect your family. Don't spend so much time at work that you lose that. Don't get disconnected from the things that matter. Don't waste a day. Appreciate every single day. He looked me in the eye. He said, Glenn, I don't want to die. He said, I don't want to die, but I understand right now that that's not under my power. It's not under my control. And this life altogether is not in our power. It's not under our control. It belongs to our Father. And all we can do is rely on our faith entirely. Treat our spouses right and love them faithfully. Protect our children ferociously. Serve our neighbors humbly. I made a post on my thing. I said the Lundy family is going to give $1 to Chris McCoy and his family to help them with their financial burdens for every single person that commits to praying for Chris. Go to the post. If you'll join us in prayer, I'll pay $1. I'm going to give $1 for everybody that just comments. Just comment. Just put in the word prayers. Or, yeah, man, I'm in. Whatever it is. Because, you see, I could go on here and ask you guys for money. I could say, hey, let's go get a bunch of money to help Chris with his financial burdens. I could totally do that. And sometimes that's what people really need. But here's what I think. I think that my friend needs prayer. I think that my friend needs as many people as humanly possible to lift him up. I think we need to shout to God. We got to shout out, hey, God, we need your help on this one, man. We can't do it. The doctors have tried to fix it. The chemo doesn't work. They're going to have surgery next week. Hopefully, God, may your hands be the surgeon's hands. Because I know there's not a human being on this planet that can do what God can do. So I need you guys to help me. Pray for Chris McCoy. This is my friend. I care about him deeply. And he cares about me deeply. He cares about people. He's just an incredible dude. So here's a picture of him. If you could pray for him, that to me is serving our neighbors humbly. It's what we're here to do, people. It's what we're here to do. Lastly, Scott yesterday said, fight the enemy aggressively. And I really want to focus on that word fight. I hope you're fighting. I hope you're fighting for your family. I hope you're fighting for your coworkers. I hope you're fighting for your friends. I hope you're fighting for your faith. I hope you're fighting for your kids. And I hope you understand that the word fighting is an action word. I need you to take action today. It is so easy to get comfortable. It is so easy to not want to go out there and fight. It is so easy to let fear hold us back and keep us from living the true life that God put us on this earth to live. So I need you to go out there and fight today. Fight for what's right. Don't let anybody tell you anything different. Fight against the enemy. Do not let the negativity seep into your mind. Do not let negativity get into your head. Do not let anyone tell you you are anything less than this powerful, uniquely made individual created by God himself, the creator of the universe. Fight against anyone and anybody and anything that says different, because it's the truth. It is the absolute truth. You are an amazing human being, uniquely made by the God, the creator of the universe, to be the best version of you that you can possibly be. Your positivity is contagious. You're part of this elite group of people who are choosing to rise and grind. Your posts, they're so powerful. They're so powerful, it's making an impact on your friends, on your family members, on yourself, on everyone around you. And I, for one, I absolutely love you for it. I do. I love you. If no one's told you yet that today, I want to be the first. I love you, and I mean it. I mean it. They're not just words. So do me a favor, hit that share button. Have an incredible Monday. Tackle those. Remember those 5 things. Really, we could have shut this off after 4 minutes, but we went 24 instead. Rely on Jesus entirely. Love our spouses faithfully. Protect our children ferociously. Serve our neighbors humbly. And fight the enemy aggressively. Have a powerful, incredible, over-the-top Monday. I'll see you guys back here tomorrow morning at 5:30 a.m. as we continue to hashtag Rise and Grind. If you need gear, go to GlennLundy.com. If you haven't got your tickets yet, go to GlennLundy.com. And if you need more videos like this, go to GlennLundy.com. See you guys later. Have a great day. Have an amazing day. Have a phenomenal, over-the-top, incredible, most spectacular June 25th, 2018 that you could possibly have. And I'll see you guys on the flip side. Actually, I'll see you guys a little bit later because I got more for you today. I'm not done.